Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails to Azure, where in the previous episode we unveiled Orchis Tower. The West Zemuria Trade Conference has begun. The main talks will happen tomorrow afternoon. Right now they're doing an unforgettable luncheon over at the tower, but we still got support requests to take care of. But maybe there's going to be some special requests mixed in here. We will see. Musician Manhunt, we'll see. Okay. Marie gone missing. Did we not call this? Did we not call that something was up with Marie the last time we stopped by? And I said, oh, cat quest, when? Urgent. Bond. My family's beloved kitten, Marie, has gone missing. I searched the neighborhood yesterday, but couldn't find any clues. Could we ask you to help find her? Our apartment is on the second floor of Acacia Apartments on East Street. Please visit us for further details. Bracing for battle. Bracers Lynn and Aeolia. We'd like the special support section to join us for a training session. We'll be waiting at the Ash Tree Inn over in Amorca Village. Please come by if you have the time. Okay. Musician Manhunt. Client Mueller. I traveled from the Empire to stage a concert, but my musician has disappeared. This is an urgent matter. Could you please help me find him? I would like to discuss the details in person. Meet me at Crossbell Station. Alright, East Crossbell Highway monster extermination from the state government, the Savage Horn. Alright, and we've completed these two, so I could report those in, and Fran's gonna give me the big thumbs up. CDF training exercise with the extra DP for winning. And the doctor is in. And for old Tom's sake, Lamb. And Old Armorica Road monster extermination. Detective 11th class. Wing! That sounds like a quartz that I'm gonna check out, right, Carl? And plus 3 DP for showing him around, that's also good. Make sure your bonuses get transferred to you immediately. Thank you, please keep up the good work. Let's go. That's a lot of requests, and they all seem more than a little intriguing. I'm not so sure what to make of this musician Manhunt, though. Forget that. It's not every day I get called in by two of the guild's foxiest knockouts. I mean, sure, it's for training and not a hot date, but beggars can't be choosers. Well, it does sound like a good time. Oh, and this lost kitten request is from that family we know. Yeah, it's Bond's family again, the ones that moved to East Street. We helped them with their cat once before, so wouldn't mind lending a hand again. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Let's be sure we take the time to see them. They went out of their way to ask for us specifically, after all. The city's bound to be a lot more lively thanks to the tower unveiling, not to mention all these visiting dignitaries. We should take our patrols out and about today. It'd be a blast, I'm sure. It would indeed be that. I'll be here on standby for the day. Someone, meaning me, has to keep in touch with the First Division and finish prepping for tomorrow's trade conference. Just focus on your own work. I'll contact you if anything pops up. Alright, I'll go chase missing cats, I guess. Speaking of cats, meow, there's one in particular that we want to say hello to every day. It's this kitty. No, it's this kitty. But with this one too. What's wrong, Kia? You're spacing out.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Good luck at work today, everyone.
Huh? It's the tower, it's the tower, it's the tower. Hello.
Meow.
Good input. Here's some food. Oh, have some good old cat foods.
Nyan nyan.
Alright, what you got up to this time?
Nya.
Fish fillet! Oh my, are you giving this to me? Thanks, cop. We'll make sure to put it to good use. Alright. Now then, let's actually check out this orbment of ours here. Wing. Or is it an I just assumed wing was an orbment. We did get Spirit Breaker though, 50% chance to lower enemy ADF by 25%. That's fun. Also a lot of water powers in that one. We should really do a slot upgrades or like a quartz upgrade this time around. What is wing? Is it something I equip? Is it something I equip on a lady? What else could it be? If it's not a quartz... Hold on. This would probably be a better... Oh, right, wing! It's a master quartz. Raises ADF and speed. Prevents ailments and stat down. Hype. Let's take that into account when we sort of quartz up our team. Alright, that's the HQ business dealt with. We of course got plenty of quests, we got plenty of talkies, and we're gonna do a wonderful mix. Say, Zaid, you were with Kia during the Orchis Tower unveiling, right? She looks a little depressed. Do you have any ideas why? Even if he knows, there's no way we'll be able to make any sense of it without Tio. Aw. That little rascal. Well, she's our rascal. Now then, I'm just curious. It's not a new chapter, but it is a new day. Is that enough for you, mister? It's not enough for him. Makes sense though, I guess. Can't say I give two whits about the trade conference as long as we teach our Ebonian Calvert to stop messing with us. If we give them so much as a reach, they'll be more than happy to help themselves to a few selge. Yeah, that's right. I think I want to start in my favorite districts. Station Street, Lid, what's up? It's here. It's really here. The Imperial government's very own private orbital train. The Eisengraph. Its fiery red paint scheme and dignified detail work practically embody the prestigious might of the Empire. Sensational. It's no wonder that its name means Iron Count. I'm so glad I purchased a camera for this once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. The Imperial government's private train truly lives up to its name of the Iron Count. Oh, what a fantastic day! This is what my entire life has been leading up to. Okay, you.
I watched the unveiling ceremony from the roof of the department store. Sure, she was about the size of an ant, but technically, I got to catch a glimpse of Julia Schwartz's face. Ooh!
Yeah, she kind of has a fangirl problem, Julia does.
This morning was something else, let me tell you. All those gorgeous limousines coming and going. These dignitaries sure know how to ride in style.
And over here we got Officer. Phew, the unveiling ceremony ended without incident. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. But I can't relax quite yet. There's still plenty of work to be done. Billy! Today's packages are late, so I'm going to be in a real hurry to deliver them once they finally get here. I figure the freight train cargo is undergoing a stricter inspection than usual. Not much I can do about that. Well, with all these Imperial bigwigs here. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. Crossbell freaking station, everybody. So, if we take a look at our Detective Notebook, Chapter 2. We have some fun ones. We're going to save Marie since that's the main quest. Musician Manhunt. So, from Mueller at Crossbell Station. So let's keep our eyes open for him. But let's do some talkies while we're at it. We haven't been here this game. Thank you for choosing Crossbell Station. The railroads will be operating under their standard schedules for the duration of the trade conference. Please make your way to the second floor if you wish to purchase tickets.
Journalists from the Imperial Chronicle came by to gather information earlier this morning. It just goes to show how visible the trade conference is on the international stage.
Uh-huh. The Imperial government's private train, the Eisengraph, arrived at Platform 1 this morning. They're moving into Platform 3 though, since regular service is still running. You're welcome to go take a look. It's not something you often see after all. Ooh, I might. Damn, he's cool and undercover with the shades. That'll save you. I heard there's a trade conference happening in Crossbell right now. Yeah. Maybe we should go visit our Orchis Tower place. It's all anybody's been talking about.
When's that blasted train coming? I'm sick and tired of waiting.
Well, you might as well read a magazine. A car magazine. Car Star Special Edition sits dazzlingly on the bench. Shiny paintwork. Fun. I came here from Altair, a port city on the western border of Calvert. It may be just one stop away, but it's still shocking to see how much Crossbell has changed in person. Calvert's been modernizing too, but it feels practically rural compared to Crossbell. Yeah.
Altair, nice place.
I've heard that the Imperial Chancellor Gileath Osborne had ties with former Speaker Hartman. And yet, some say the Chancellor himself was behind the Empire's decision to deny Hartman asylum after he defected.
The second he outlived his usefulness, Osborne cut his lifeline. That's the kind of man the Blood and Iron Chancellor is. Hey, been a while. Inspection Officer Quattro. How long has it been since I last saw His Excellency and Prince Olivert, I wonder? It's an incredible honor for a humble Imperial soldier like myself to get the chance to greet such high-ranking government officials.
Welcome to the ticket counter. Let me know if you'd like to make a purchase. It'd be my pleasure to assist you. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you give me just a moment, please? Attention all travelers. Due to the arrival of the Eisengraf, stricter security measures will be in effect today. We ask that you please refrain from entering Platform 3 for the duration of its stay. Thank you. Sorry about that. They have me in charge of making the announcements around here. If you have any questions about the railways, I'd be happy to answer them.
The service in here, impeccable. Now then. Mueller, is it?
Who's this guy?
Oh, sorry. It's the man in black. Hey, Lloyd. That guy there's giving off some real intense vibes.
Don't tell me he's our client. Excuse me, sir. We're with the special support section.
I've been waiting for you. Thank you for coming. My name is Mueller. I work as a talent manager for Erebonia's music industry. A pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Talent manager? He doesn't look the part at all.
If anything, he feels more like a bodyguard. I get the sense that I've heard of him somewhat before.
Is something wrong?
No, not at all.
If it's alright with you, would you mind giving us the specifics of your requests?
You mentioned something about a missing musician, as I recall. I take it that means you're their manager?
That's correct. We traveled to Crossbell as part of his concert tour. However, the moment I took my eyes off him, he went missing. That puts me in a tight spot. I have little to go on in the city I'm not familiar with.
I could see that posing some difficulty. Crossbell City is larger than most.
Yes, though I'm sure that won't be the only hurdle to contend with. In any case, could I ask you all to begin the search immediately?
Let's find that musician.
Of course. We're here to help. Could you give us some more details about this musician we're looking for?
Gladly. My client goes by the name of Olivier Lenheim. He's a blonde man in his 20s, often clad in a white coat and sporting a lute.
A lute? Wouldn't that make him stand out like a sore thumb? How hard could it be to find this guy?
If only things were so simple. A mere search and retrieval mission wouldn't be an issue ordinarily. But you see, Olivier's personality is a bit, shall we say, problematic. He has an incurable need to stick his nose into other people's business, only to cause more trouble in the process. To be frank, he's a nuisance, a fool, and a real pain in my... Excuse me.
I see.
Ideally, I'd like you to find him right away, so as to keep his tour schedule intact. But I know better than to get my hopes up. It would do him enough of a favor if we could simply grab him before he gets himself into any incidents. You're starting to sound less like his manager and more like his babysitter.
Either way, it explains exactly what kind of person we should be on the lookout for. Do you have any idea what sort of areas might pique his interests?
Well, if I had to say, Olivier has a tendency to be drawn to bustling crowds or places of ill repute. He also fancies himself a gourmet, so he might have slipped away to some sort of eating establishment.
Basically, if it's any place someone could stir up trouble, you can bet it's on his radar. The downtown district, back alley, and entertainment district are the first places that come to mind in that case.
I'd say you're right on track there. But I've already combed the entertainment district as it so happens. You'll be better off excluding it from your search. He undoubtedly knows I'm looking for him, so he's probably avoiding the most obvious spots.
That complicates things. But if he's drawn to large crowds, then the harbor district may also be worth checking out. I believe Mishi is scheduled to make an appearance there today.
Oh, what? Mishi? In the flesh? In the fur?
I see. Sounds to me like you have a good list of possible destinations. My apologies. I wish I had more concrete information to offer you.
Don't worry about it. This is plenty. If there's nothing else we need to know, we'll get started right away.
Best of luck. I'm counting on you. And if you refuse to cooperate, don't be afraid to use force. In fact, I invite it. A good slap upside the head should do.
Sure thing. What kind of weird relationship does he have with this guy?
Musician Manhunt! It's on! Olivier Lenheim is a traveling musician dressed in a white coat. The loot he carries with him will be a dead giveaway. Your best bet of finding him would be somewhere of ill repute. If not that, then an area with a large crowd or perhaps a dining establishment. Think on the right track, focusing on Downtown District, Back Alley, and Harbor District. If you can't get him to cooperate, use force. Okay. Well, thank you, good sir. I thought we were going to get a request from Chloe, but I guess not. Just checking. This is still like off limits to us. The door is locked. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how you want to play this. Right. I did say quartz. Let's take a look at quartz before we get into some trouble this chapter. Upgrade-wise, we can actually get some sweet upgrades. So slot-wise, we have to do the big ol' upgrades. But orbments. So Lloyd right now has the force quartz. Raises strength when battle begins. I like that. That's fun. That's fun. The ones we currently don't have equipped on anybody is shield for some def and ADF. And wing prevents ailments stat down. 25% chance. That's pretty crazy. Pixie raises ATS when battle begins. That's also pretty cool. So right now we have Mirage on Ellie here. Killing enemies recovers EP. Which is fun, but maybe, I mean, I don't really use enough. But should I try to keep most of these leveled up? I probably should try to like keep these a little evenly leveled. I need to double check the achievements list for these. They don't appear on like the obvious one. There's a lot of hidden achievements, so, and I'm not going through there again because they spoiled the game. I'm happy with it. Axe strength and HP increase the chance of critical strikes. Yeah, that's just a given for you, Randy. Platinum, killing enemies recovers HP. That's fun, though you could get something else. That's a big HP boost right there. Is there anything that, I mean, wing is kind of fun too. Shield is just not, I'm kind of just happy with the way it is. Crow speed for him, it just kind of makes sense to me. All right, but EP wise, or rather quartz wise, we could get something new. We can actually afford some more Action 2 quartz. One of my favorite types. So we're gonna get some of those. Now, we also have stuff like HP 2, which we can get plenty of, which we probably should. Now, Attack 2 is also pretty hot property. Seal and burn and all of that. Evade 2 is pretty fun. Yeah, I want an Evade 2, just so I can equip that right there. Maybe a Hit 2 is kind of fun. And then Mines, I don't really have Ellie as an archer for now. So if we were to orb you up, right now, Lloyd Bannings, the guy himself, Spirit Breaker, 50% chance to lower enemy ADF. It's fun, but I like the poison. EP1 is nice, but we could get something crazy. Hair for escaping for battle. Move, I mean his move is not the greatest. That might actually be worth having. Let's have a hit 2. Let's put a hit 2. It has an evade 2. Ellie is definitely going to upgrade to an evade 2, methinks. EP1, I think that's the only EP we can get at the moment. Range, cool for you, but HP1, come on now. Let's upgrade that right there. Some more max EP and some better heals as well, so that's cool. You, good Randy, sir, you're gonna need an Action 2 quartz first and foremost. Although this shield quartz is not really your style. Gonna be honest. Blinds, maybe blinds. No, burn, obviously. Come on, we want some burn here. But I probably want to put that here so that we get extra fire stuff on that line. Shields, swap that out with a hit too. HP is always nice though. So it might get that HP 2 right there. And then no Seeker. She uses defense 1. You could have a Petrify instead. She has a hit 1. You're gonna need an action 2 as well. So let's swap out your hit 1 with an action 2. Swordbreaker's interesting. I wanna keep trying that for a while. You have an attack 1, but you could always get an attack 2. And I have an HP 2 I can upgrade right there. So just incremental upgrades for the boys here. Now, Wazy's kind of left behind a little bit here, but it's not going to be like that permanently, right? Probably not. I mean, you're doing okay, Wazinator. You're doing just fine. All right, I think I'm just gonna leave him be. I'd have to buy more quartz if I wanted to, but seal. We can drop seal and do something like a blind. Let's do that. Okay. Cool. Probably should slot it up though. Let's see, how many people can we slot it up on? Well, these are, yeah. So top slot's pretty good bet. Let's get that right there. That right there. And that right there. Cool. That should be a bit more EP for the gang as well. I'm feeling pretty good with that. Now then, is there anything new and crazy here? No master quartz, orbital car parts, anything new? I think it's just gonna be... Oh, the EP charger. Fully resource EP when the party's inside. That comes separate from HP. Oh, I'll buy it. Then it should just be cosmetic. And then we have CPD paintwork. Mishi paintwork for 2,000. I mean, guys, this is where we spend our Mira, okay? Let's go. Okay. That all looks wonderful. I think with that, let's do some central square talkies. Let's see what's up. We can start with Wendy.
It was kind of a wide shot, but I managed to snap a killer pic of the Arce. I rushed as fast as I could to get this bad boy developed. You guys want to take a look?
Oh wow, I'm kind of curious, so sure.
Wide shot may have been a bit generous.
Not to be that guy, but are you sure this is the Arce?
I can just barely make out its silhouette if I squint real hard. What? Come on, guys, look closer. That's obviously the bow, see? And this over here, that's the stern.
Well, now that you've pointed it out, it's tough to argue otherwise. I think we're out of our depth on this one. Wendy spent so much time tinkering that it's given her a mechanical sixth sense.
Huh? What are you going on about? Who wouldn't geek out over this?
A vaguely Arce-shaped blur? Pretty much everybody but you.
It was kind of a wide shot. I think I'm gonna blow it up and frame it on my wall.
Alright, have fun with that.
Wendy snatched the display camera that I was going to use this morning. I wanted to take pictures of Princess Claudia and Prince Albert so badly too.
You could just do that? Like, take things from the store and use it for your personal... What? Me? I'm not spending a single mirror here. The only reason I keep coming back is so I can see the cute sales girl. By the way, let's look a peek at her name tag. Angel on high, thy name is Choco. What an adorable name. It sounds just as cute and lovable as she looks. Oh boy, what does old Daddy-O have to say about this guy? I saw that Wendy girl bolt out of the store just after an orbital airship came roaring overhead. It took her a little while to come back too. I wonder what had her so worked up. The big ship.
The trade conference doesn't directly concern me, so I haven't been paying much attention to it. But enough about that. Take a gander at this appliance. Isn't it adorable?
Pretty cute. That Wendy. It just doesn't end with her sometimes. She took one of our display cameras and rushed out the door, completely abandoning her work. The old me would have been foaming at the sight. Luckily, we didn't have many customers yet, so it wasn't too much of a hassle. I actually found it rather charming, even. Look at that, he's coming around. Alright, I'll take a jelly bean or two. I have to admit, I was a little nervous when I saw those limos pass through here. It's a different kind of energy compared to the anniversary festival.
I barely got a glimpse of the national leaders as they entered the city. They were all in orbital cars, so I couldn't really see them. Who else could it have been in there besides the dignitaries?
What'd you say, Mimi? Did you see the tower unveil? Oh, who are you with?
Oh, hi SSS. I want you to meet my mommy. She's a tour guide.
Pleased to meet you all. Thank you for being so good to my daughter. I've heard many wonderful things about you from her.
Oh, no, not at all. Who can possibly take that much credit?
She mentioned you were a tour guide? That sounds like an excellent profession. Do you have a long day's work ahead of you? No, actually we were given time off for the duration of the trade conference. I plan to spend all of it with my daughter.
If that's the case, why are you still wearing your uniform?
Oh, well...
That's because I wanted her to wear it. We're about to play tour guide now. It's like a real tour, but pretend.
How about that? I bet you're having a blast, aren't you, Mimi?
Yeah. See you later, guys. Watch out for bad guys, okay?
Wholesome Mimi lore.
I see. I gotta take a picture of this. Snap.
Over here on your right, you'll see the famous Bell of Crossbell. It is believed to date back to the Middle Ages, over 500 years ago. Excavated in the year 1185 of the Septian calendar, it is known to this day among citizens as the symbol of the city itself.
Hmm.
I had to lead the limousines carrying all of the dignitaries around. Can't say I've ever felt quite that tense before. It was strange. I could practically sense the gravitas emanating out from their cars.
We're finally going to get to see the new City Hall building, eh? It's been 5 years since they announced the plans for its construction. Rumor had it that we were in for another year's wait at least. But just after Mayor Croix was elected, he decided to invest IBC capital into the project. Doing so allowed construction to proceed without all the ridiculous squabbling over private interests. And now, it's all finished. I'd say we all owe Mayor Croix a great debt for that, wouldn't you? Ho ho.
I'd say so. Oh my gosh, and you are a woman of culture, Pruna. Those beards are choice. Real talk though, that beefcake soldier next to Prince Olivert was way more my type. The mirror I would pay to have a man like that carry me like a princess just once. Oh my goddess, Lena Lee. Did you see Prince Albert's beard? Talk about dreamy. Chancellor Osborne is spicy too, but his vibe is like high-key intimidating. Whatevs though, both their beard games are totally on point.
Ah yes. The beard game.
The dignitaries have finally arrived in Crossbell. Thank goodness the unveiling ceremony went so smoothly.
Indeed. I'm happy about it. The times, they are a-changin', but you are new here.
Oh, it's Ply. I gotta restock on these tasty pastries while I have the chance. I'd be in a world of trouble if I ran out right when my craving strike.
Oh, you shouldn't let the fans see you here.
Everyone's all plumped. What is that, Baggio? Everyone's all pumped over the unveiling ceremony, but here I am, still down in the dumps. It just reminds me of how jealous I am of Cyrone. I mean, think of how carefree she always is. How are we even related? That's true. Oh, excuse me.
Welcome to Legion's Foods. If you're looking for the best ingredients in town, you've come to the right place. For the next 3 days, we're selling a special trade conference combo to commemorate the event. It's a special set of the finest ingredients we could gather from Erebonia, Liberal, Remiferia, Calvert, and of course, Crossbell. Buy one while you can.
Is it true?
It's not true, you lie to me.
Did you hear, Pearl? Senior Captain Julius Schwartz is in town, all the way from Liberal. Of course, Cynthia. Who hasn't? I already told a friend to snap some pictures for me even. I'm worried they won't be able to get a decent shot of her through the crowd though.
Pearl, you need to get those photos copied for me.
Please, I'll do anything. Sure, if you want them that badly. I may have underestimated just how much of a hold the senior captain has on people. Of course, this is the senior Captain Schwartz we're talking about. I always knew Cynthia was a fan of Julia Schwartz, but I didn't realize she was that big of a fan. I feel like I'm getting to see a whole new side of her.
Yeah, who isn't?
Oh, I'm sorry you had to see that. Welcome to Time's department store. Let me know if you need any help.
How's it going, Neston? I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I joined our customers in watching the unveiling ceremony. Orchis Tower truly is a majestic sight to behold. The way it looms above 40 stories into the sky. Why, one could even consider Crossbell's newest landmark. I think that's fair to say. I just thought like they were gonna drop the curtains, if you will, just down the sides, but that's not very practical, so yeah, good on them for having an alternative mechanism. The unveiling ceremony must have been incredible. Too bad I couldn't attend. It's unbelievable how many world leaders are in town though. You only ever hear about them in the news. I'm gonna be looking forward to the next Crossbell times for sure.
Me too. Let me know when it's in stock, buddy. That unveiling ceremony was mind-blowing. But I don't like the way it got my mom all riled up. I hope she doesn't buy something else we don't need. That unveiling sure was something. It has me feeling so festive that I might spend more than usual today.
Oh boy. Let's go this way.
The trade conference has finally begun. As a fashionista, it's my duty to pay close watch to how the dignitaries are dressed.
Indeed. Oh, we should get a new jersey. No time. Let's on the clock. Hey, Raymond. Huge crowd today, huh? It's got me too distracted to keep count of all the hotties I see.
At least the stress of the conference hasn't affected Raymond too much.
Oh, this guy. I watched the unveiling ceremony from our rooftop. It left me speechless. Orchis Tower truly is a sight to behold. Ho! You really can't find a better view of the tower than from up on the roof here. I'll never forget how I felt the moment they unveiled it all in its colossal grandeur.
We watched the unveiling ceremony from the roof of the store. The view up there was absolutely perfect. It's a good thing I made sure to do my research beforehand.
Wow, the unveiling ceremony was even more amazing than I expected. You have to enter the Crossbell. They know how to go to town.
Indeed. I didn't know our customers could be so forward, but I'm not complaining. How long has it been since I've gone to a mixer? Tonight can't come soon enough.
Oh, a mixer? Janetta. The more you break in your shoes, the more they'll feel like an extension of your very body. A perfect pair of footwear is never as simple as it seems. The same goes for those who wear them. Wise words from Hansen over here. Donovan, what's up? Hey there, kids. I saw you were part of the unveiling ceremony security detail. How did it feel seeing the dignitaries up close?
As overwhelming as you'd expect.
No kidding. You could practically see an aura around each of them screaming, "Look at me, I'm a continental big shot." Ha, sounds like they really made an impression on you. Well, let me give you my 2 mirrors worth. Obviously, it's important to recognize their presence. But it's just as crucial to make sure not to get swept up in it once you're on their playing fields.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. It's easier said than done, though.
Well, on the flip side, the more it's done, the easier it gets. At any rate, looks like it was a positive experience for your team overall. I'd say you owe Sergey some thanks for pushing you into the assignment.
Now we do. We'll remember to let him know.
Now you know how tangible a real bigwig's presence is. What's more, each one is different from the next. Just to let yourself get swept up if you ever end up facing off against one of them on the playing fields.
Indeed, I bet we will. Such a magnificent building. You know, my husband was involved in its construction. I couldn't be prouder of him.
Oh my gosh, Lima?
Wowee, you did? You're amazing, Daddy.
Hey Lima, look over there. Did you know Daddy and his coworkers built that building? No.
Chiruru, you should know how to get around. Every time I come home from a journey, the tower was a little closer to being finished. So this is what was hiding behind that curtain the entire time, huh? It was worth the wait.
Indeed. Let me just go a little back here, get in the full size of that thing. Also looks like we have Arkansas boys getting cornered on the roof here. These two are even more brawny and handsome in real life than they appear on stage. I hate to say it, but I'm starting to understand why my wife is so head over heels for them. Oh.
It's them! Eugene and Theodore in the flesh! Oh goddess, I think I'm about to faint.
And here I thought the tower would overpower our alluring auras. Alas, 'twas a gross miscalculation on my part. My apologies, Theodore. Between the crowd and tower, no one will even notice us in our training gear. That's what I get for listening to you.
Settle down, will you? You're going to scare them off. And besides, I'm gonna be the one who gets their autographs first. Yeek! Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd met the Silent Scion and the Flaxen Prince. Can I have your autographs?
Oh boy, why don't the SSS get that sort of treatment? Oh well, one day they'll appreciate all I do for this town. But if they don't, that's okay. It's a thankless job. The dignitaries have finally arrived in Crossbell. Thank goodness the unveiling ceremony went so smoothly. Sure did. Is he back? Nah, Celtio's still working the floor.
These vegetables take longer to cook, so maybe I should score them instead. Slice, slice. There, that ought to do it.
Alright, time to test Nono's bouillon. Well now, this is much better than I was expecting. I did hear that she cooks for herself at home. We're gonna need to ask for her help in here more often. Indeed. Now then, you, mister. It took me some courage to make Celtio wait tables, but it honestly worked out better than I expected. He's been showing basic decency to our female customers, even the ones he fancies most, so I think he'll be fine. Now, if only we could teach him to just cook like a chef, but think and act like one too. Might be asking too much of him, though. Yeah, surely might.
Why so many people bothered going out for the unveiling ceremony is beyond me. They wouldn't get to see it up close anyway. I'd much rather wait for the Crossbell Times to cover it so I can catch up on things the tasteful way, with a nice cup of coffee.
Welcome! Are you dining in with us today? Feel free to sit at any open table. We're not too busy, so I can even hook you up with some reserved seating on the second floor if you like. Just let me know when you're ready to order. Hey, he's doing okay. Alrighty, time to order me some nice fresh fish. Actually, wait a minute. Look at this daily special they've got.
Have I ever mentioned how indecisive you are?
The freshest fish around. What's up? It's just one expensive dish after another. But hey, what are vacations for, right? Let's not sweat the expenses.
This is bliss. Eating is always the best part of traveling, hands down.
Yeah, I can see that. Alrighty, everybody, that's Central Square. Figured it'd be a good place for us to start off. Now, the guy does tell me to go talk to Sunita on East Street, so we might as well do that. On East Street, hey. Well, Mailing's gone too. Let's check out the Acacia Apartments. How are ya? That's like little Yuget and like Soraya or Serena.
It doesn't look like Claire is his home today. She often looks after Yuget for me, so I'm deeply indebted to her. I should do something nice to show my appreciation next time.
Aw.
Auntie Clarice said she was going to the cathedral today.
You know, I feel like she went there on the same day last month too.
Oh my god, the cathedral. I forgot the cathedral last chapter, didn't I? Wait, did I? Did I not? I'm doubting myself now. Hold on. If we go back, right before we went inside the Bracer Guilds, the upcoming trade conference has resulted in tighter security around the city. We're keeping a close eye on the cathedral as well. I'll be on the lookout for anything suspicious here at the entrance. This seems new. I think? Let's see.
Enough, Tamil. Hiding under a lady's dress is incredibly inappropriate.
Sorry, sister. I'll try not to do it again.
There's no try about it, mister.
By the way, Sister Juju, you're not married yet, right? Maybe it'll help if you try wearing sexier underwear.
That is none of your business.
Damn.
Tamil hid under Sister Juju's dress while we were playing hide and seek. Of course he was gonna get mad. What was he thinking?
Oh, he's a born troublemaker, that boy. What about the old caretaker?
You've seen the elderly woman who often visits her husband's grave, right? I believe the fellow died during a clash between the major powers. I empathize with her. It was even further back, but I too lost my family to a dispute like that. I suppose the similarities have been making its way on my mind lately.
I'm sorry. Just wanted to check out to make sure you're not keeping any other girls around that I can talk to.
I hear the trade conference will host prominent figures from the Empire and Republic. Times truly have changed. It's nothing like how it was before, with all the countless clashes between the two major powers. I hope the coming era is one of peace instead of military strife. Diplomacy is what we need most.
We can hope. We can hope. No, we can strive. Here lies Guy Bannings. Alright, let's go see. Now, Reese on this timeline should be downtown, handing out bread to the kids and good stories.
There's bound to be a great deal of economic discussion once that big trade conference begins tomorrow. As a local businessman, I need to keep close tabs on all the action.
Still can't miss out on the daily prayer.
Archbishop Aralda and Dr. Lago from St. Ursula have a rocky history together. Thankfully, the Archbishop isn't quite so hard-hearted nowadays. At the least, he's finally begun reading the doctor's letters. Before, he'd simply throw them into the trash on sight. I think you could take this as a sign that things are looking up.
That's good.
I received a letter from Dr. Lago at St. Ursula Hospital. He wrote about the results of his research into the lupinus grass I had gifted to him earlier this year. It hardly concerns me, but I suppose it was a job well done.
Sadly, Armorica and Mainz are too far for the children there to attend Sunday school at the Cathedral. Those in the downtown district, on the other hand, well, they simply don't come to class at all. We sisters venture out to those places and hold remote classes so that every child can have an education. As it so happens, Sister Reese has gone to teach a class in the downtown district today.
Aw. Doing your duty.
For Adios.
The trade conference is finally opening tomorrow. Things are about to get very busy, no doubt. I'll be sure to keep you all in my thoughts and prayers. Thanks, Sister Marble. We appreciate it very much.
Last man around. It's not Roland, but it's like Renton.
Archbishop Aralda can be a very obstinate man. It's actually earned him quite a few critics within the Septian Church. In particular, he's been awfully stringent toward the members of the Congregation for the Sacraments and their practices. Because of that, they tend to avoid visiting Crossbell Cathedral entirely.
So it would appear. Back to the future. That was nice. That was nice. Okay. Nobody in here? Well. What's up?
Bond's family cat disappeared yesterday. I helped him look, but no luck. Just where could she have gone?
Well, we're about to find out, I think. Hiya! Bond, it's me.
What have I done? This all happened because I wasn't watching Marie closely enough.
It's all right, sweetheart. You don't have to be so harsh on yourself.
Your mother's right. We'll find Marie. I'm sure of it. So please, cheer up, Sunita. Oh, you're here.
My.
Hello again. We're here to answer your support request. Oh, thank the goddess you came. To be completely honest, my first thought was that the guild would have been better suited to a request like this. But I thought it only right that we turn to the SSS for help first.
Of course. We're glad you thought to call for us. You said your cat Marie has gone missing, right? Do you remember the last time you saw her?
I can't pin down a specific time, unfortunately. But I do know that it was sometime yesterday evening.
We were visiting the various stalls on East Street when Sunita noticed Marie was gone. Apparently, she vanished not one moment after Sunita took her eyes away. All of the nearby marketplace vendors were kind enough to help us search the area.
But by the time night fell, no one had managed to find her.
You're such a liar, Father. You said she would be home by morning.
Please forgive me, Sunita.
Sunita? Have there been any sightings of her at least?
Yes, though not since yesterday. From what we've been told, though, she hasn't gone out on the highway. Someone mentioned that they'd spotted Marie heading in the direction of Central Square. At that point, however, it was already too late in the day, so we gave up the search. And before you knew it, morning came with no good news to show for it. She's probably still in the city, but does anyone guess where she could be by now?
So in other words, we have an entire city's worth of streets and buildings to comb through. Ideally, I'd rather we gather some more clues to narrow our scope down a bit. Has Marie ever run away from home since you moved to East Street?
Not at all. This is the first time. Marie has been practically inseparable from Sunita ever since we took her in. She's also a very timid cat. I find it hard to believe that she would have it in her to leave Sunita's side. The only explanation I can think of is that she simply lost sight of us.
I see. That makes sense. It won't be easy, but we may have no other choice but to sweep the entire city. If it's our only option, then I guess that's that.
Once I've gotten a little rest, I intend to resume searching myself. Finding her may take a while, though, so I don't mind if you have other business to take care of first.
Let me think.
Well, it says we should start the quest, even though it's an urgent quest, so let's do it.
That's okay. I was actually thinking we could start right away.
You were? That's great to hear.
Where should we begin, Lloyd? We may only be repeating what they did yesterday, but I think the most sensible place to start would be retracing their steps on East Street.
Sure, checks out to me.
Starting from square one, in other words.
You think there's anywhere on East Street she might have been interested in specifically?
Well, there's a fishmonger at one of the stalls. She just adores the place. It's her favorite spot for selge around.
That's true. Yesterday was the last time we were there, but it's possible Marie has turned up since. The owner, Marta, took time to help us look yesterday. I'm sure she's been keeping an eye out. You think you could check in with her for us?
No problem. That sounds like the perfect place to start. What will you do, Bond?
Fortunately, I don't have work today. I'll be going out soon to pick up my search from where I left off. I already asked just about everyone on East Street, though. So instead, I plan to go around Central Square today to see if anyone has spotted her. If you find any leads, please let us know. You got it.
So, shall we go collect a statement from our friendly neighborhood fishmonger? Yeah, let's head there now.
Marie Gone Missing started. Thank you again for agreeing to help. For now, I'm going to continue searching over Central Square. Please let us know if you find any leads.
Please forgive me, Marie. It's just all my fault.
Sunita. We need to find her quickly. Yeah, let's hurry, for Sunita's sake. Please find Marie, everyone. The poor thing must be so lost and afraid right now.
So, we've done Find Kitty Cat quests before. I did one where it was like the pregnant kitty and the child kitties. I guess the other one wasn't technically Find Kitty, it was... Well, we'll see. Keep our options open. But first, the Bracer Guilds. The Bracer shift schedule is posted. Arius is at St. Ursula. Scott and Wenzel are handling requests, and Lynn and Aeolia are waiting for us at our market village. Here we go, boys and girls. The West Zemuria Trade Conference is officially underway. We'll be handling all kinds of requests on top of security detail. If anything goes down, the guild will be there quicker than you can say boo.
That's encouraging to know. The Red Constellation and Heiyui's motives have yet to be confirmed, so we can't allow ourselves to relax.
Yep, with those nasty Nellies lurking around the conference, we gotta be extra careful. Anywho, we have your department on speed dial if we learn anything important.
Thanks, Mitchell. Same on our ends.
The Bracer Guild will be handling all kinds of requests on top of security detail. We'll give you a ring if we figure it out. Alright. Just checking. Might as well stop by what used to be my favorite guild, but now is but a shadow of its former self.
Lord Lakelord hails from a long family line of barons in the Empire. Supposedly, a lot of Erebonian nobles double as business entrepreneurs. In Lord Lakelord's case, he's a professional fisherman on top of that. Amazing, isn't it? Apparently he's received special education for gifted anglers ever since he was a child. What that entails, though, I couldn't say.
Oh, Salem, how far you've fallen. How go the anglers' duels? If you cannot measure up to the challenge, then you're more than welcome to save yourself the trouble and surrender. Just remember that your precious fishing holes will forever be ours if you do. Alright, mister. If you say so. We do got some new dishes and the like we could make. Maybe that's something we want to focus on eventually. For now, though.
My husband used to be at his wit's end dealing with Roy's apathetic attitude. But that boy has been working much harder lately. Perhaps someday he'll even wind up joining the association. If he did, I'm sure my husband would be one of the first to celebrate.
Yeah, but isn't like Roy allergic to hard work? My grandson Roy has taken an interest in working at one of the street stalls. I did used to run one myself back in the day. Perhaps it's in our blood. Has he? We gotta get to the market right now. Pronto. Firstly though, you.
I was amazed when they finally revealed Orcus Tower. So amazed, in fact, that my poor knees gave out right under me.
Oh. Whoa there. Careful now. President Rocksmith's limousine passed by here not long ago. It was a pristine white with striking gold accents. Very presidential. You probably wouldn't be able to find another car like that if you searched the entire continent. It was pretty swanky. Not gonna lie. Now then, Long Lao Tavern and Inn.
Daddy said that Calvert has even more Easterners than Crossbell does. We moved here when I was just a little baby, so I don't remember it at all. And from what I hear, it sounds like a lively place. It must be fun, I bet.
Yeah, I hope we're gonna be exploring that in 3 years' time. Wow, these streets bustling right now. Guess that means they've lifted the traffic restrictions. I better get back to work. Oh, hey there, SSS.
You guys here for lunch? And hey, what'd you all think of the unveiling ceremony? Amazing, huh? I won't be forgetting it anytime soon. Being in the presence of the dignitaries was overwhelming, to say the least. No kidding, right? Especially that blood and iron chancellor. He's the real deal. This was my first time seeing him up close and personal. It made me realize just how intimidating he really is. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There was this guy right besides the chancellor. Sorta looked like his secretary. Wasn't he that lecture kid you were hunting down a while back? The one I mentioned seeing here? Well, cat got your tongue? Hey, I get it. But you know, that actually reminds me of something else. Oh? What would that be? Last year, around springtime, the Blood and Iron Chancellor and former Speaker Hartman held a little informal meeting behind closed doors. Well, you guys already know all about it, don't ya? Pretty much, yeah. It's common knowledge within certain intelligence channels. Sure, but that wasn't the case at the time. Neither the Crossbellan nor Erebonian media reported on it. And naturally, the CPD didn't manage to get their mitts on that info at all. What's more, despite being so important, he hardly had any guards assigned to him. It's almost as if he casually dropped in for a quick stroll around Crossbell. Guess that's how they managed to keep the whole thing on the down low. Sounds scandalous. Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I'd call it a load of bull. Exactly. And what really tickled me off is that all of it happened right under my nose. You can bet I looked into it after the fact, gathering dirt from every nook and cranny. Doing so netted me a list of possible suspects involved in setting up that secret rendezvous. One of them stands out in particular now, a young man named Lecter. We do already know he was with the Chancellor during that meeting. Yes, though I'm surprised to learn that he was responsible for arranging it. His diplomatic skills are out of this world. Right. A mere secretary wouldn't be able to pull off something like that. That is, unless he's also a member of the Imperial Army's famed intelligence division, right? Yeah,
what if... leave it to Grace to figure all of that out on her own. Man, I sure hope she never goes digging into my love life.
Ha! Looks like I hit the bullseye. Still, I can't believe the bozo I met with you guys was that lecture. Anyway, you guys probably have loads of work to do, so I won't be keeping any longer. No, there's a lot more to that lecture fella than meets the eye. You guys had better watch yourselves around him.
We know. We'll be careful.
It was nice speaking with you, Grace.
Okay, just a bonus scene. Doesn't say anything about the scene, so I don't know if it's like a bonding thing of any sort, but there we go.
Once we finish chowing down here, I'll be hitting the old dusty trail for some more conference coverage. Security around the dignitaries is bound to be tight, but I may be able to sneak a peek while they're on the move.
We'll be going around interviewing citizens on the street this afternoon. And if we're lucky, I'll manage to nab some photos of the dignitaries while we're at it. Now this is delicious. Oh yeah, that reporter saying here went out to interview someone or some such. Just in case you were curious.
The reporter staying here? You mean like, Notisha? Why would you tell me that? How many times must I tell you, dear? You shouldn't make so much noise while you eat. Have some manners for once.
Yeah, dude. Rumor has it that Master used to run a shop in one of the seedier parts of the Eastern Quarter. We first met in Crossbell, but never talks about his past. He's the most mysterious guy I know.
There was a horrible ruckus outside this morning. They say it was Calvert's president driving through the district. But I don't care if it was the Pope himself. I won't stand for anyone ruining the peace and quiet of this neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. Puck said it'd be cool if we opened our own restaurant someday. We're not the kind of mayor for something like that. Besides, is he forgetting about our original goal?
Well, maybe you're gonna find a new goal, a new destiny. Bruce is always trying to make things fit a mold, you know? Shove every idea into a box. But sometimes you gotta think outside of it. Why not evolve our plans to start a business together into opening a restaurant together?
Indeed. Now, it's not like we're just gonna meet Chloe around town. I mean, all the dignitaries are staying at Michelin. I mean, right now it's the big luncheon. Is that going on right now? And Olivier's just been sneaking away from that. Okay. We gotta go talk to the fishmonger. But first, there's other people to talk to here. Man, Orchis Tower sure sticks out, eh? I guess my craftsman's blood flowing. I think I'm gonna try building a model of it. I already made a model of the old city hall back during the anniversary festival. Might as well keep the trend going. True. Got any fun pinwheels for me? Got some more smoke grenades and some battle scopes. Load up on those again. Handicrafts, huh? I'm actually pretty good with my hands. Maybe this could be a good fit. You think Kronk here would be willing to hire me though? Are you finding a job?
These spinny toys are super fun. Spinny, 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 spin.
Whoa. Mei Ling, your eyes are swirling.
Spinny, spinny. Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
You okay there, Mei Ling?
Okay. Whoa.
No, you're clearly not.
Using acerbic tomatoes in a dish can help add a greater depth of flavor. I wouldn't recommend putting it in something like a salad, though. Acerbic tomatoes on their own are terribly bitter. Can't say I'm much of a fan.
I'm kind of into them. I mean, they're so hated that they became a monstrous entity in and of itself. I'm curious about how they taste.
The unveiling of Orchis Tower has the city at a fever pitch today. I smell sales on the horizon. I don't usually go to the department store, but it might be worth checking out right now.
I heard Liberalian Crown Princess is in town for the conference. When you think of Liberal, the first things that come to mind are its famous acerbic tomatoes, right? I heard they were actually created by an Orban manufacturer called the Zeiss Central Factory. ZZF may specialize in orbital engineering, but they also gave us the gift that is the acerbic tomato. Talk about cutting edge. Indeed, and we helped. Now that mom is boycotting the housework, it's falling on the men of the family to pick up the slack. Me? I'm in charge of the meals. But, what should I buy? God is willing, we'll make it through this conference without Heiyui and the Red Constellation causing any trouble. This job is murder on my nerves. Okay, that should be everybody, so let's talk to the fishmonger.
Can I help you with something? Yes, there's something we'd like to ask you.
Lloyd explained the situation and asked Marta if she had spotted Marie since yesterday.
Oh, that's Bond's family cat, right? It's reassuring to know the CPD is searching for her. But unfortunately, I can't say I've seen the little one today. I even left some cat food out for her overnight, but it went untouched. I'd wager that she hasn't been back here since last night. A fair assumption. They're regular customers of mine, so I wish I could be of more help. You make sure to find her for me, okay? That's our goal. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Not exactly the lead we were hoping for.
What should we do next, Lloyd? Let's keep asking around the neighborhood for now. If it turns out we need to widen our search radius, we may have to rely on Zeit's nose. I wouldn't be opposed to that. But I have to wonder how well we'd be able to communicate without Tio to interpret. That's a good point. Well, if we stay patient, I'm sure we could get by off body language alone.
Who could this be? It's not like this is what's her face? Randy's cousin?
Oh, look who we got here.
Uh-huh.
What?
What's her name? Shirley is her name.
You're Randy's...
Hey Adolphe, I see you brought the whole gang out today. So, what you guys up to?
Nothing you'd ever care about. So scram.
Ouch, that's cold. I bet the princess over here would be willing to tell me if I worked my magic on her again. My hands have been feeling pretty empty lately, you know?
Excuse me? We're actually on duty right now, if you don't mind. This doesn't concern you or your corps in any way, so I'm gonna have to ask that you not get involved.
Aw, come on. It's not like I'm trying to get in your hair. What are you working on anyway?
Fine, if it'll satisfy you.
Lloyd explained the case of the missing kitten.
Oh, is that all? So, what are you gonna do now? How are you gonna track Marie down?
Well, we're gonna have our police dog pick up on her scent and...
You're doing it all wrong.
Huh?
You seem pretty knowledgeable about dogs, but you don't know the first thing about cats. You gotta think about how Marie would feel. Put yourself in her fur little paws.
What do you mean?
From what you just said, that family recently moved to this neighborhood, right? In that case, isn't the answer pretty obvious?
Oh, I understand. I don't know how we didn't think of this earlier. She's in the residential district.
Oh, so that's where their old house is, huh?
Now I get it. Marie has been trying to get home this entire time. Just to her old home, not her new one.
Oh yeah, that makes total sense.
Well, it's like they say, dogs stick to people, cats stick to homes. Pretty easy to figure out if you observe a cat's behavior after it gets separated from its owner.
True enough. That's why Cop's been living at the SSS building since even before we moved in.
We got a winner! I'll just go wait for you guys over there. See you soon!
You what?
Don't tell me she wants to help. Seems like it. Maybe it takes a frisky kitten to find a frisky kitten, though I suppose she's more of a tiger cub herself. Now's not the time to be joking. Oh no. What should we do about her?
As long as she doesn't get into any fights, she probably won't be too dangerous. Who knows? She might get bored and change her mind. I say we just see how it goes.
Well, alright. Let's head to the residential district then.
Let's indeed! But first, downtown, we're so close. I just want to see the sights, the sounds, the events. Young man's voice. I'm not sure. This wouldn't be... I don't think they would call, like, Wald young man, so... Oh, you've gotta be shitting me! Oh, bitch and moan some more, why don't ya?
Those voices. Lloyd, look!
Oh.
What the hell's wrong with you, Slash? Use your freaking head for once. What are we gonna do if Wald drinks himself to death? Because the way things are going, he's already halfway there.
I told you. That's why I'm weighing our options to keep that from happening. It's not my fault nothing's come to mind yet. Get off my damn case.
Oh yeah? What about your shit for brains idea to take him sightseeing on top of the tower? That'll cheer him up for sure. What do you think he is, a 7-year-old? If he was, he sure as hell wouldn't be in this hole in the first place. Seriously, has anyone ever told you how much of a grade A dumbass you are?
Bastard! We want to start giving out scores, huh? Then if I'm a grade A dumbass, you're a grade triple S. You haven't even come up with one idea.
Oh yeah? You wanna go? Let's go! Knock it off, you two!
Speaking of triple S dumbasses. Where do you get off pulling weapons on each other? You're supposed to be comrades.
Stay out of this, Carrot Top. It ain't any of your goddamn business. It's all Wasey's fault anyway. You're the one who turned your back on the downtown district.
Yeah, Wall wouldn't even be like this if it wasn't for your chicken shit ass.
Well, Wasey, you gonna own up to it or what? Hold on a second. Wasey didn't do anything. Whatever. It's just pissing me off even more. Guess we'll have to lay you chumps out first.
Ha! Now you're talking. Just to get your face smashed in, Huey. I still gotta do it myself after.
What should we do, Lloyd?
It's starting to go beyond boys will be boys territory.
Damn. If this keeps up, I won't have any choice but to subdue them.
Are you kidding me? What? Really? Oh, how utterly depressing. Such needless conflict will only link the chains of hatred across your otherwise delightful hearts. To you who choose to scuffle in the streets, I give the timeless gift of song. It is a soothing, yet mournful ballad intended to unite the hearts of those ragamuffins who have lost their way. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be,
Shut the hell up, Blondie!
Gah! Oh, hello there, little kitten. Is something the matter? As you can see, I am in the middle of a delightful performance. Autographs will have to wait until after the show. Moreover, it would be quite dangerous if you kicked me down from this height. Why, there may not be an encore.
Would you shut the hell up already? Quit your caterwauling and get off of our roof. We're trying to run a business here.
Fine. Please, calm your...
I said get down! Well, at least he's down now. You alive, Blondie? Still breathing? Yes, so.
What just happened? Did we just have an Olivier Jingo crossover? Did not see that coming. Huh? Well, that was something. Man, this ain't even fun anymore. Later. Hell was up with that guy?
Forget about him. Let's bail.
They left. All's well that ends well. Oh wow, he's here. Well, would you look at that? I've managed to nip the bud of a blossoming fight here in the City of Sin. Another debonair adventure complete. Once again, my mellifluent lute has brought peace by spreading the gentle chords of love and devotion. Sometimes I'm almost frightened by my level of genius. Oh boy, has he hit his head?
Excuse me, but are you alright? That sounded like a hard fall.
Worry not, my fair lady. A fall of that height was absolutely nothing to a man who has kissed the dewdrop skies of this very continent. What's wrong with this guy? Do excuse the minor interruption. Now that I've regained my composure, we can continue my grand sonata. Gather around, ladies and gentlemen. Now, where was I? If this fleeting dream...
But please, you don't have to do that.
Hey, Lloyd. Could he be...
A blonde musician in a white coat. He definitely fits the description. Mueller said he could be a handful, but he's nothing like what I expected. You must be Olivier, am I right?
The one and only, my darling. It is I, the unparalleled genius, wandering bard and seeker of love, Olivier Lenheim. Praise be to Adios, as it is by her grace that you have had the pleasure of witnessing one of my famous impromptu performances. Engrave this day into your hearts, for it has surely been a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you all.
Right.
Hold on a tick. You knew my name before I introduced myself. How is that possible? I don't believe I've uttered my name once since coming to Crossbell. Have we perhaps met somewhere before?
Not exactly. We're with the Crossbell Police, Special Support Section. We've been looking for you per the request of your agent, Mueller.
You know who we're speaking of, right? Ah, I see. So you're the ones. That Mueller, he's just as much of a worrywart as ever. Surely he knows by now that time apart will never dampen the measure of our love. On the contrary, it makes our hearts grow both fonder and bolder.
Haha, wait, are you saying the two of you are...
Yeah, no. I seriously doubt it.
That's beside the point. Can you come with us back to Mueller now?
I'm afraid not, officers of the law. I have to make the most of Crossbell while I still can. I'll be quite preoccupied tomorrow, you see.
Occupied?
Nothing you need to concern yourself over. But do keep in mind that if you claim to be unable to look the other way, I will do everything in my power to give you no say in the matter.
Oh, really now? And just how do you plan on doing that?
Wait! Is that the famous Julia Schwartz standing right over there?
What? Really?
Where? Hey, wait a second. I don't see anyone. Where'd she...
Hey!
Till next we meet, my new friends. Ta-ta!
Wait! He got away. This music just... Wow, wow. Oh, that was a long time coming.
We just fell for the oldest trick in the book.
It's not the first time you've fallen for that trick either.
Of course, Senior Captain Schwartz wouldn't be in a place like this.
I can already tell this dude is gonna be a pain in the ass. Reminds me of Lecter.
Never mind that. Let's just after him.
The only question is, where did he go? Why don't we check the other places we discussed earlier? That's how we stumbled upon him downtown, after all. He may be in the back alley or harbor districts.
Sounds like a plan. Let's move.
The manhunt continues, but that is a perfect note, a musical note, if you will, to leave off for this episode, but tune in next time when we go for an encore. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.